What's up, my friends? Welcome back to another sprinkler tech tip product overview. I'm sprinkler nerd Andy, and we got another great hunter product for you. Again, this is super popular, especially with irrigation contractors, sprinkler service companies, landscapers, lawn service companies, anybody that is doing irrigation installation or maintenance and it wants to operate a hunter controller while they're the only one on site. So here it is. We're gonna look at the Hunter Roam kit. Now remember, turning a controller on, walking all the way out to that valve, servicing it, walking all the way back to the controller, or turning it off, and vice versa. Sometimes it takes a lot of time. It doubles or triples the amount of time to do maintenance, repair on systems. So that's where the Hunter Roam remote comes into play. If you have a Hunter controller, I'm gonna cheat and list off the models that this works with, but if you have a Hunter X-Core, X2, Pro C, HPC, ICC2, HCC, I-Core, ACC, and ACC2, then this is gonna work for you. I think that's all of Hunter's controllers. Sounds like it anyway. Let me repeat that slower. This is compatible with X-Core, X2, Pro C, HPC, ICC2, HCC, I-Core, ACC, and ACC2. All right, enough of that. I'm probably boring you to death. Let's just jump right in and unbox this guy. Okay, super simple packaging. Hunter's done a pretty good job with their packaging. Another user manual that probably don't need that. And with this one, what's pretty cool is it does come with batteries. I like that already. It's nothing worse than opening up something for Christmas and not having your batteries. And for real sprinkler nerds, opening something like this is totally Christmas. So you have the remote. This is obviously what you'll carry around with you on the site. And then you have the transmitter or receiver. I guess I don't know which one's the transmitter, which one's the receiver. It doesn't really matter. This is the remote that's in your hand. This is the remote that goes at the controller. And then you have what's called the smart port harness. So what you'll do on your Hunter controller is you'll wire this up. Here, I'll flip the camera back around. You'll wire the harness up to the controller. There's special ports inside the controller that this gets wired into. And then you can either just let this sit inside the controller. Some people do that, and then you just plug into it. Or you can actually put this into the outside of the controller, and it has this weatherproof cover so that you can pull off the cover. I'm gonna give you a closer look at that. This is what the cover looks like. It says Hunter Smart Port. Nice rubberized, weather tight, won't say weatherproof, weather tight cover. And then the actual smart port just has those three holes. Obviously three, because there's three color wires here, red, white, and blue. Then what you'll do is you'll take this device, this is what lives at the controller and receives the signal. We'll just call this the receiver. And you will plug it in like that. Okay. So the smart port goes right onto the back here very easily. And again, you can make this a permanent mount, or you can leave the smart port wiring harness inside the controller and then just plug this in. And a lot of guys will just set this on top of the control box. And then your remote is set up to communicate with that, okay? So as I understand it, I don't know exactly what Hunter's distance is, but I think it's about 1,000 feet, line of sight between these devices. And so for, 99% of residences, this will work really, really well. And most smaller commercial properties, again, it'll work really, really well. The place where it may not work so well is commercial buildings. If your Hunter controller is down in the mechanical room of a basement, something like that, you will likely have very limited wireless range because you've got the building and walls obstructing that range. So yeah, again, if you have a Hunter controller, I would definitely recommend using this. Maybe you want to just have your kids play in the front yard. You can totally use this remote, turn the sprinklers on and off. They probably have an awesome time. And if you're a professional and you're doing service work, this is a great, great tool to have on the truck that'll make your life so much easier and allow you to do more repairs faster. So again, this is the Hunter Roam Remote Kit. This one's the kit. So when you buy the kit, you get everything. You can buy each of these components separately if you happen to lose one or one fails, things like that. So I think that wraps up our little talk on the Roam kit. Hope it was helpful. And until the next sprinkler tech tip or product overview, I'm Sprinkler Nerd Andy. Happy sprinkling. We'll talk to you then.